Welcome all to a new, special and surprising episode of the 30-day challenge by Leuvsion. Okay, technically it's day 44, and yesterday I received an email from Apple saying your application status has been set to ready for sale. 24 hours later, and it pops up onto iTunes after vigorous searching every hour that day and the day before. Okay. It also took 12 days from when I uploaded the application to iTunes Connect to get this email from Apple saying it's ready for sale. So that's a total of 14 days for both combined, from uploading it for being able to view it in the App Store and in iTunes. It's already lost in the mess of games. There's over 1,000 games on the App Store, and the best way to find it is to search for it. If you go onto the App Store and tap the search option, the fourth one along, if you type in the word Apocalypse at the top, like so, you'll be presented with two games. Mine, which is called Apocalypse on its own, which is priced $1.19, and something else which I haven't further investigated, but it's not by myself, but feel free to check that out if you wish. I'm not sure what's apocalyptic about it though. It's not in the title. Anyway, a quick recap of what's in the game if you're intrigued or borderline of whether you want to check this out or not. First of all, if you're interested in developing your own game, I recommend you download this anyway, because I'm going to be releasing further documentation, which will be free for anyone anyway, and in good timing too. Now Apple has released the NDA as such of code, which, well, what was preventing people from freely distributing their own code to help other people out, that's now being released. So it's great timing for me to release this documentation of the 30-day challenge, which I've just done. And it obviously, if you can play the game as well, it will help out in the understanding on how you can create a game similar to it when I'm telling you how we can go about creating it. And this will be entirely from scratch, the same sort of procedure I use. So if you haven't never used a Mac before, but you're still intrigued or still want to create your own iPhone or iPod game, you'll be able to follow this documentation through and create your own and get it onto the iTunes store, guaranteed. So that's great news. So that'll be my next kind of project, creating that. That's going to take a while to make that legible for people to follow. Doing it was one thing, you know, getting some sort of logical structure and telling people exactly what to do is going to be another thing entirely. Okay. So if you're interested in that, I recommend getting the game. I also recommend getting the game if you're not interested in doing that and you want a genuine, down-to-earth, honest game, which uses its gameplay as its kind of selling point to the game, opposed to gimmicks. It's a game, it's a combination of an arcade game and an adventure game, and I'm going to be further expanding this with updates, bringing the whole new adventure modes and possibly even leveling up systems, and maybe in the future online scoreboards. But what you have now from day one is 10 chapters, 4 human characters, 6 enemies as such, entirely voice acted. There's about 50 plus lines of dialogue. There's an original soundtrack in the game. There's beautiful anime art, professionally drawn, obviously not by myself, I'm not that good. And it's entirely stable. I haven't had it crash within even in the last couple of days of development, but certainly not in this mode, which I'm quite disappointed in. The games I've downloaded, a lot of them crash quite often. Anyway, so if you are planning to get this game, please do drop your comments on the App Store, and obviously on YouTube as well would be a bonus, but mainly on iTunes and the App Store, because people can check that out from the devices as well as on their computers. Anyway, the next part of the project comes in because the game is already completely lost in day one in the mess of everything, and I'm sure fellow developers are too and are confused about this, well, not necessarily confused, but more frustrated about this situation. How can we get our game out there? That's what our next step is going to be about. I'm going to do a lot of looking around, and, well, not necessarily looking around, but actively trying to get this game out here in forums, blogs, websites, and all sort of manners of way, in every way feasible I can think of. And I'll post back to you what's going on, what's working out best, what's been easy to do, what's been hard to do, what I'd recommend once you've managed to get your game going, either by your own or following my future guide for you guys. Anyway, that's all for now. As I say, it's late here. The reason why it's got terrible lighting conditions and I'm in work here, working late shift at the moment. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. There will be more to come. I will probably change the name of the 30-day challenge because it's a bit outdated now. We're on 44 and all that. Anyway, please download the game. It's Apocalypse. It cost you £1.19 or just under $2. And it was created in 30 days, and you or anyone can create their own game, and I look forward to playing them all. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Leuvsion.